In today's episode, is it time up for the world's most famous clock tower? My passengers start throwing around the compliments.
We wear stylish glasses.
And we play another round of Guess the Fare. Hey, you crazy cats. I've been away for a bit. I'm back now. A little bit jet lagged, very early in the morning. Anyway, it's about 6 o'clock now. Is there any work out there? Looks pretty miserable to me. Let's go out there and find out. Don't forget to subscribe, folks. It really helps my channel. Oh, and the winner for Guess the Fare in the last episode was at McCroft. They were the closest with 1620. It was actually 1640.
And as you can see, winter is still truly upon us. Now, when I arrived back yesterday, I checked the cab, so I know there are no problems with it at the moment. So it's just a case of jumping in and getting off to my first job after my holiday.
Now, one of the reasons I'm up this early, well, I was actually up at 5 o'clock, but I didn't jump in the cab until, well, now, an hour and a half later, is because I've got the most horrendous jet lag. I'm not expecting much today, February the 12th. Not a lot is going to be happening on the streets of London. A little bird has told me that it's pretty quiet out there. Right, let's get a bit of squirt in. Sorry about the red face, it's the brake lights in front of me. I haven't actually got Ebola. Okay, so no messing about today. I'm just going to go straight into town, heading for my favourite spot. You know where it is, the Kensington Hilton. And I'm just going to see what happens from there. And before long, I had made it to Holland Park roundabout, and I was getting closer to my favourite London hotel. Now it's looking like there is just the one cab on the rank outside my favourite Kensington Hilton. Hello, old friend. I'm back. Okay, he's gone. So no need to reverse. Let's get on this two-cab point. Well, it's like I never left. Let's get these payment systems on, and most importantly, the meter, and away we go. Oh, hi.
Can I get a taxi to 3 Queen Caroline Street?
Queen Caroline Street, yeah,
Yes.
yeah, Hammersmith, yeah, no
Yes,
problem.
thank
No
you.
problem. Okay, let's go. Leave by left Holland Park Avenue and then comply Holland Park roundabout or Shepherd's Bush roundabout. Leave by Shepherd's Bush. Plenty of traffic here at this time in the morning. I've jumped in the bus lane, but then I realised I'm not actually allowed to be in the bus lane. It's for buses only. Anyway, jumped out of that. Left turn onto the Shepherd's Bush Road. Now heading south towards the Hammersmith Gyratory. I'm making full use of that bus lane. On the left, I'm going to do a left turn onto Hammersmith Broadway here, then a right turn onto Queen Caroline Street, set down on right. Thanks very much. First job completed. Kensington Hilton to Queen Caroline Street. From here, well, Hammersmith Rank, of course. So basically, I just headed around the corner. And here we are, second to point, Hammersmith Rank. I have moved up on point. I am the first cab on the Hammersmith Rank.
Savile Road, please.
Savile Row, yeah. No. Right, let's go. Leave by left Hammersmith Broadway, forward Hammersmith Road, and let's go and hit the traffic, which is queuing up behind a temporary light, just up towards Brook Green. Now, I could have jumped down onto the Tailgarth Road and forward the West Cromwell Road and Cromwell Road, but that is not the line, and it's also very sticky around there at Earl's Court. That line is just a little bit too wide for me, so sticking it out here and getting past those temporary lights was no problem at all, to be honest. So forward on the Hammersmith Road, we're going to go over Addison Bridge, and Addison Bridge will take me neatly into Kensington High Street, and from there things really start freeing up. So forward Kensington High Street, heading east all the time. Customer seems to be happy, there's no fidgeting about in the back, and I'm going up towards the High Street past Whole Foods on the right, Derry Street, and we just keep heading east. There is not a lot of traffic about this morning, which I'm very happy about, but it is one of the quietest times of the year. So past the Royal Gardens Hotel on the left, passing the park on the left, Kensington Gardens, and then we'll be passing the Albert Hall on the right and the Albert Memorial on the left. Ambling along Kensington Gore now, then it's going to jump and morph into the Kensington Road, and then head east down towards Knightsbridge, a slight gradient headed towards the river here, and off we go on through Knightsbridge past Harvey Nichols on the right, and let's get into the Piccadilly underpass.
No Hyde Park corner at all. Come out of the Piccadilly underpass, vomited onto Piccadilly, and I need a left turn to get myself into Mayfair. What will I choose? Probably Half Moon Street. Sounds good to me. Mark, do that left turn here. Let's left Half Moon Street, left Curzon Street, right Queen Street, right Charles Street. Dive into Berkeley Square, comply Berkeley Square, go all the way around to the east side, left into Bruton Street, forward Conduit Street, then I'm going to do a right onto Savile Row and set the customer neatly down on the left.
Brilliant. Thanks again. That was a good little job, wasn't it, from Hammersmith? Yeah, Hammersmith rank to Savile Row. Gets me right into town. From here, I think I'm just going to meander through St James's, see what's changed there, see what's happening, and there's a couple of hotels around there I might be able to get something from. Let's go and have a look.
So I made my way down through Old Bond Street and actually left into Piccadilly, and I U-turned because the traffic was so bad to head west back down Piccadilly towards Hyde Park Corner. And once I got to Hyde Park Corner, well, I was Grosvenor Crescenting it and then all the way around Belgrave Square. Parked up to adjust a camera, and then a lady jumped in and wanted to go to Waterloo Station. Okay, this started with a reverse and then comply Belgrave Square all the way around, and I'm going to get down into Lower Belgrave Street. From Lower Belgrave Street, let's do a left into Hobart Place. Traffic still very light at this time of day. In fact, this time of year. Lights are going to turn to green, and then it's a forward heading southeast onto Lower Grosvenor Place. Left Buckingham Palace Road. Heading past the Palace on the left now, left onto the Spur Road, right onto Spur and left Birdcage Walk. Why is it called Birdcage Walk? Could anyone tell me that? I have no idea. Little bit of a wait at the lights here, not much though. Forward Great George Street, heading forward and east here towards Parliament Square. The majestic Elizabeth Tower can be seen to my right there, and then forward Bridge Street, and Bridge Street will take me neatly on to Westminster Bridge. Westminster Bridge, straight over Westminster Bridge, some roadworks on the left there, which were a bit annoying, coming over to the east side of the bridge. Then it's forward Westminster Bridge Road, left into Addington Street, and then I will do a right into the station approach. Get into the back cave all the way around, rank is at the front, and I'll sit down on the left.
Have a great day. There we go. Job number 3, that was Belgrave Square to Waterloo Station. I was literally just going around Belgrave Square. I parked up just to readjust the camera, and this lady walked up and asked to go to Waterloo Station. So job number 3, I cannot complain about that.
So got forced left out of the station onto York Road. That took me around to Addington Street and then Westminster Bridge Road. And before I knew it, I was crossing the bridge.
Just travelling over Westminster Bridge, and the wonderful, majestic Big Ben is in front of me. Now, I was doing this journey a few years ago when I suddenly realised there was something strange about the Big Ben clock tower. And I decided to do some research. Well, after doing some research, my theories about the clock tower were right. Well, anyway, let me share that to you in a little video I've made about Big Ben. Dave, I'm back. Thanks for looking after the taxi for me. Now, could you be a good fellow and run the Big Ben video?
It's called the Elizabeth Tower, Mark.
Yeah, all right, the Elizabeth Tower. We all know that Big Ben is the name of the bell. Yep, the Elizabeth Tower video. Thanks, Dave. Run VT.
And my suspicions were correct. Big Ben, or the Elizabeth Tower, is leaning. Yes, the lean was discovered when Transport for London commissioned a report in 2003 because of the Jubilee Line extension that passed under Parliament. And to their surprise, they discovered that the tower does in fact lean 0.26 degrees to the northwest, putting it out of alignment by 0.5 meters at its highest point. The level of tilt has accelerated since 2003, increasing to 0.9 millimeters a year. However, these levels are not considered unsafe. The tilt is now so pronounced, it is clearly visible to the naked eye. Mike McCann, a previous keeper of the Great Clock, claimed, "We have been monitoring it since 1999, so we've got some pretty good data." He also notes that it will be between 4,000 and 10,000 years before it becomes a problem. He said, "It's not really significant today, but we do need to keep an eye on it." The 0.26 degree angle is 1/16 of the Leaning Tower of Pisa's tilt, which is a whopping 12 feet off the vertical. So it will take roughly 4,000 years before the tilt of the clock tower matches that of the Italian tower.
Yeah, the tower is leaning. Isn't that incredible? And you can see it, like I did when I was driving over Westminster Bridge. I thought to myself, that clock tower is leaning. And sure enough, it is.
Right, back to the job in hand, trying to find some customers and earn some money. I was in a bit of a dilemma really today. Was I going to try ranking up, or was I just going to try and sniff out some street work? Either way, I thought it was going to be a struggle, and, well, to be honest, I wasn't wrong.
Sloane Square rank. There's only one part of the rank available on the square at the moment. That's because the rest of the square is being taken over by roadworks, and the other 3 feeder ranks have been knocked out. So this is the only part, which is the main front part of the rank, that I can get on. And at least I'm on it for job number 4. Right, a gentleman seems to be making his way towards me, looking like he needs a taxi. Hello.
Well, the English National Ballet School.
English National Ballet. At that Callow building, Hortensia Road.
Well, first of all, I'd just like to say this gentleman did not look like a ballet dancer. However, he might have been going there as a teacher. So it's pretty straightforward, this one, to be honest. It's called the King's Road, and then the King's Road, and then the King's Road. So we're just kind of heading southwest here in that type of direction towards the New King's Road, but I don't think we actually jump onto the New King's Road before we get to Hortensia Road. I might have to double check that. Anyway, the chicane has happened, and that means we're at the world's end, past the funny little clock on the right that never stops going backwards. Keep going towards the New King's Road, and then it's just a right turn onto Hortensia Road, sit down on the left.
11:20, please, sir.
Okay.
It's very kind. Have a great day. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay, Sloane Square to the Royal Ballet School. I thought the Royal Ballet School was on Tailgarth Road, and I was completely wrong. Or maybe it's moved. That's the thing with being a London cabbie, is you are learning new destinations and new places every day. Oh, there we go. Someone on the left having their last journey. God bless you. God bless you.
From the Fulham Road, I kind of drove around aimlessly for about 15 or 20 minutes, and nothing was happening on the streets of London. Not a hand was flying out to wave me down. In the end, I was on the Cromwell Road and decided, well, I'll cut my losses, park up outside the Victoria and Albert and see what happens.
Things have gone a bit quiet, to be honest. Dropped off the edge of a cliff. Anyway, let's see if someone meanders out of here in the next half an hour, and that'll be job number 5. Right, I've been outside the Victoria and Albert Museum for nearly an hour. It is quiet. I've just been called over, funnily enough, into Thurlow Square.
The lady actually disappeared back into the residence, and I followed her down, and fortunately she did reappear, and she wanted to go to Westborn Grove, to a restaurant called the Barbary, which I'd never heard before.
Grove, yeah. No problem.
Rightio, off we go to Westbourne Grove, left and right, Thurlow Square, left Thurlow Place, and it's going to be a right turn onto the Exhibition Road, home of Museum Street. Then it's going to be a left turn, Prince Consort Road, right into Kensington Gore, shuffle around the Albert Hall, left Kensington Gore. Kensington Gore morphs and transitions onto the Kensington Road, and the Kensington Road transitions onto Kensington High Street. Not a lot of traffic here at all. So right turn on the red light here, looking for the green for Kensington Church Street. Do that little shuffle, just do the left and right. Thank you very much. That's going to take me past the Church of Arms on the left, a wonderful pub with a Thai restaurant if you haven't been there before, left Notting Hill Gate. Then I'll do a right Pembridge Road, bear right Pembridge Villas, and there's going to be some more villas coming up, Abingdon Villas. Get to the lights at Westbourne Grove. It's going to be a left turn, Chepstow Road. I'll sit down on the left here for this restaurant.
Thanks again. Thank you. Right. Job number 5. And that was a long wait at the Victoria and Albert Museum. And that was from Thurlow Square to the Barbary on Westborn Grove, which is a rather swanky restaurant.
From there, more aimless driving about London, trying to find someone who'd like to jump into the back of my taxi. And this was to be the story of the day. Long waits between job. Anyway, ended up on Park Lane, heading towards the centre of town here. Landed on Piccadilly, and my next job, job number 6, I think, was waiting for me on the corner of Stratton Street. And what a wonderful gentleman he was too.
Piccadilly. Hello, sir.
Hey, I need to go to Maddox Street.
Okay, no problem.
Anyway, very stylish glasses.
Well, that's very kind of you to say so. Much appreciated. I love a compliment every now and then. Left and right, Stratton Street, left Berkeley Street. Comply, Berkeley Square. We haven't got long to go on this job because it's kind of just round the corner. Leave by Bruton Street, head Bruton Street in an easterly direction, wait for the lights, then cross over to Conduit Street. St George's Street is going to be my left turn, and then it's a left turn on Maddox Street, set down on the left.
Take care, sir. Thank you very much. Right. Gosh, it's a bit of a grind today. Job number 6. That was Piccadilly to Maddox Street, the bit of Maddox Street between New Bond Street and St George's Street. Hey guys, fancy doing Guess the Fare?
Yes, please, Mark. That would be great. Okay, next fare will be Guess the Fare. I headed out towards Park Lane, headed south on Park Lane, and went round in a loop to basically where I picked up my last job. And that wasn't a bad idea, because exactly where I picked up job number 6, job number 7 was waiting for me.
Are you free?
Yes, sir.
Callow Street.
Callow Street.
Yeah,
oh,
so
yes,
Fulham.
in Fulham, yeah.
Yeah.
No problem. Yeah.
Of Fulham Road.
Fulham Road, no problem.
Okay, the start of this job is the same as the last job. Left and right, Stratton Street, left Berkeley Street, comply Berkeley Square, and then we'll leave by Fitzmaurice Place in a southerly direction. Forward bear right, Curzon Street, left Bolton Street, get to the end of Bolton Street. No queuing here today, thank you very much. Green light, do right. On to Piccadilly. Piccadilly, jump into the underpass. That's going to take us forward into Knightsbridge. We're heading west now towards the Fulham Road, and that's all I can think about. Fulham Road for Callow Street, and I can set the customer neatly down there. Forward into Knightsbridge, forward onto the Brompton Road. Okay, it's February, but there's still plenty of traffic around the Harrods area. Juggling left and right to stay moving, and I did keep moving. Once you get past Harrods, it's pretty simple, as you can see. Plenty of green lights on the go there. Left on to the Fulham Road. That's the Brompton Road, actually, that bit there. Turns into the Fulham Road. Making good progress now towards the Chelsea and Westminster Hospital, the Marsden passing on the left there. Coming up to Sophie's on the left, the steak restaurant, cross these lights left into Callow Street.
Thank you. Well, job number 7, I picked that up in exactly the same place as I picked up job number 6. So I was right to do the loop around. Okay, and that was Guess the Fare. So the rules for Guess the Fare, the flagpole starts at £3.80. Increments of 20 pence thereafter, £3.80, £4, £4.20, £4.40, etc. What do you think Piccadilly to Callow Street came to? I'll let you know at the start of the next episode.
From there, yet again, more aimless driving around London, trying to find a fare. This, like I said, is the story of the day. Lots of long waits between jobs. Just headed back into town from here, to be honest, because that's where I was getting my last tranches of work from. Headed up into Mayfair, then landed in Grosvenor Square from Mount Street. And at the Biltmore Hotel, I managed to get on the 2-cab rank.
Right, after all that driving about from my 7th job, I'm at the Biltmore Hotel, Grosvenor Square. So, yeah, no point in driving around anymore. I'm just wasting gas. Okay, the cab in front has moved away. I am on a 2-cab point.
And my job was going to Harrods, so forward Grosvenor Square, forward Upper Grosvenor Street. Yes, people are still going to Harrods even at the quietest time of the year. Bit of traffic here. I think they had some sort of thing going on. The big ballroom in the evening. So lots of equipment going in. Left Park Lane. As you can see, look how empty Park Lane is this time of year. Straight down to High Park Corner. All the traffic whizzing past me. I'm going to go around there in a clockwise direction and then a left turn onto Knightsbridge. It's forward Knightsbridge from here. There is a bit of traffic knocking about, but nothing of great significance. Forward Knightsbridge, stuck at the lights there for a little bit. Knightsbridge, bear left onto the Brompton Road, and hopefully I'll have a nice place to set these wonderful passengers down on the left, past the new Apple store on the left as well. That really is a standout store at a standout location. Oh, hello Harrods, my first job there after my holiday break. Okay, let's set down on the left.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Wow. Job number 8. And they are not coming very fast. Looks like it's going to be 10 jobs for me today, and that will be it, even if I get another 2 jobs. It feels like 1 job an hour at the moment. Bit of luck, just picked up a little bit further down the road. This could be good. Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
Can we just go to Cheval Gloucester Park?
Yeah, sure, yeah, no
We're not
problem.
going far, but
That's all right, no worries.
I've got to say I had great expectations and high hopes for that job, as they were both standing there with suitcases facing in a Heathrow direction. However, it's just a little job up the road. Never mind, Mark. Anyway, forward Brompton Road, forward Cromwell Road, past Gloucester Road, and then we're going to do a left into Ashburn Place, left Gloucester Park, set down on left.
Job number 9, Brompton Road to Cheval Gloucester Park. Little tiddler, not a diddler. It's still a job, £7.80, and it all counts on days like this.
From there, I turned left out onto Courtfield Road, and unbeknownst to myself, my next job was waiting just 20 feet in front of me.
Hi there.
Hello.
Hi.
I want to go to Villa Mama restaurant.
Villa Mama.
Yes, this is the address, the first one.
Oh, Elliston Street. Yeah, no
Okay.
problem.
Thank you
Okay,
so
thanks.
much.
So forward Courtfield Road, right Gloucester Road. This restaurant is a massive favourite with the Middle Eastern crowd. Forward Cranley Gardens. Heading towards the old Brompton Road here. Going to do a left onto the old Brompton Road. And then right and left Onslow Gardens. And then right Onslow Gardens. Forward Selwood Terrace. Red light there, turn green, left Fulham Road. Now, Sloane Avenue was closed for resurfacing, so I'm going to have to do a southerly right turn. I can't do a right turn here, of course, to get to Elliston Street. That's Sydney Street, and it's a no-go, so my choice is Lucan Place. Head right down to the south of Lucan Place, right Petty Ward. Right Elliston Street, set down on left.
Have a nice meal. Right. Well, just when I say it's really slow when I'm doing 1 job an hour, I just got 3 jobs back to back. So maybe I will carry on for a bit. I'm having a bit of a lucky streak. Okay, that was Gloucester Road to Villa Mama restaurant. It's a big favourite with the Middle East crowd on Elliston Street.
From here, I cut across Sloane Avenue. You can probably see all the roadworks and resurfacing procedures that were going on there. Forward and right Ives Street. Headed towards Cadogan Square. Cadogan Square took me up towards Belgravia. Sorry, it was a bit blurry there, wasn't it? Okay, left turn onto Sloane Street, which was a good idea, because a little bit further up to the north of Sloane Street was a job waiting for me, and this is where it was going.
Okay, I've got one on the other side of Sloane Street now. I wonder if she is going to come over. Okay. I'm going to do a quick U-E. Hi.
Hi, 9 Elms Lane.
9 Elms Lane, yep, okay.
Hey, not a bad job. I think I'll make this my last one. Okay, U-turn. I've already done that, as I said. Heading south on Sloane Street. Now, this turned out to be quite a sticky job. The traffic all around Sloane Square, and that was because of the roadworks I mentioned earlier, was held up coming into the square. So as you can see, it's a bit of a pain. Oh, take a look at the wonderful road furniture and pavement furniture of the new Sloane Street. It only took them 2 years to finish. Anyway, finally get around Sloane Square and leave by Chelsea Bridge Road, heading south all the time through that red, went green, and then wait at the junction of the Pimlico Road on the left. So Royal Hospital on the right. I've got to be honest, this was the most traffic that I had encountered all day. So I can't really complain, but it is frustrating when you're waiting to get over Chelsea Bridge and I did hear a little bit of fidgeting in the back of the taxi. That's when you know the customer is getting a little bit exasperated with the traffic. Anyway, we are through the worst of it, and the wonderful, majestic Chelsea Bridge is inside. Just one set of lights now, and we should be crossing the bridge. And here we are, crossing the bridge, getting onto the Queenstown Road. And I was complaining about the Chelsea Bridge Road, wasn't I? Well, the Queenstown Road wasn't that better, to be honest. Everything heading down towards the Queenstown roundabout, there was plenty of queuing going on. Got through the light here, left onto the Prince of Wales Drive. Prince of Wales Drive bears left onto Battersea Park Road. Aha! We're getting past Battersea Power Station. Now, finally, on to 9 Elms Lane. Look at the development around this part of London. Absolutely incredible. Take a right, set down on left.
Thanks. Wow, job number 11. Traffic was not good. And I'm going to call it a day. Okay, thanks for watching today. I'm jet lagged, exhausted, and Kipper season has basically taken it out of me. Listen, thanks for watching. Leave any comments down below. Hit the thumbs up button, and I'll give you the answer to guess the fare in the start of the next episode. Until next time, see you back here.